WW3, the agents had the ability to take over the simulated body of any human that was a part of the Matrix, converting it into a copy of their own. If that body was killed, or an agent needed to change its location quickly, it would simply take on the shell of another human that was hardwired to the Matrix in a matter of seconds. Agents typically appeared as Caucasian males with brown hair, and dressed formally to greatly resemble governmental authority figures like the agents had the ability to take over the simulated body of any human that was a part of the Matrix, converting it into a copy of their own. If that body was killed, or an agent needed to change its location quickly, it would simply take on the shell of another human that was hardwired to the Matrix in a matter of seconds. Agents typically appeared as Caucasian males with brown hair, and dressed formally to greatly resemble governmental authority figures like the Secret Service and the FBI. Their general attire was dark green suits matching the green hue of the Matrix. They also wore dark green ties, earpieces, square sunglasses, and white dress shirts, creating an ordinary, if somewhat out-of-place appearance. This of course changed for Agent Smith after he'd been unplugged from the system, and upon his return, he was seen sporting sunglasses that were more angular in shape, and a black suit, differentiating him from the agents that were still a part of the system. While humans that had taken the red pill could not be possessed, the agents still posed a considerable threat, as their enhanced agility enabled them to easily outpace the average person in hand-to-hand combat.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Now, this is a perfect example of how the Most High operates. See, he don't have to come out of the sky to handle the judgment that he's placing on these people. When you go to Proverbs chapter 17, verse 11, it's saying, an evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. A cruel messenger shall be sent against him. And who's sending this cruel messenger? Proverbs 29 and 26. It say, many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. Every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. You see, because the Lord is doing the judging. And so when somebody has a judgment of dying or ending up dead, it's coming from the Lord. Now when you go into the Apocrypha in Ecclesiasticus 39, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 39, verse 28, it say, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So, the one that made these spirits, when he is placing his wrath and judgment on people and vengeance on people, see, he used those spirits. And so just like the agents in the Matrix, he don't have to jump into their body per se, but he just used these other spirits that he has around the certain individual that is coming against him and maybe doing something evil against him and his people. He uses these individuals that's around them to place judgment on them. And the Israelites is the prime example, because when you go to Deuteronomy 28, I'm not going to make this alone. Deuteronomy 28. Let's see, 28. What is he going to do with these Israelites. 28 and 49, he say, the Lord shall bring a nation against you from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. He's going to bring a nation whose tongue you shall not understand. Verse 50, a nation of fierce consonants which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. So the Most High put his, created some spirits, a whole nation of spirits that's going to come against his people. He created a whole nation of spirits that was going to come against his people. And it says in verse 49, not verse 49, verse, where is it? Salakia. But verse 49 and 50 is pretty much saying he sent this nation, this whole nation, to come against them. Now let me get that in Proverbs. We go back to Proverbs and see how this gonna line up with this verse. Proverbs chapter 16 and 4. The Lord has made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. You see, and on that day when he placed judgment on anybody he want to place judgment, and mainly on the children of Israel, he made the wicked, this whole nation, this whole wicked nation. And let's find out who the wicked is to give you more indication, because that's why you see what they represented in the movie. These agents was mainly government officials. They were representing themselves as the police, because that's a major representation. This nation, this wicked nation that the Most High made to bring vengeance on the sinners of his people, the wicked of his people. See, because he said the evil man, he's going to send a cruel messenger. See, he created this cruel messenger that he called the wicked to come against his whole nation. Now, Malachi, the 1st chapter, verse 4 say, who as Edom saith. See, now he's talking about Edom. I'm going to get right to the point. He say, and they shall call them, meaning the Edomites, the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. You see, he created this nation to be a cruel messenger to the sinners of his people. See, because when you go into Romans chapter 13, it tells you that this is the power he created. Ain't no power but the power of God, and the power is only created to punish the wicked of his people, the wrongdoers, the lawbreakers, the sinners of his people. And so where we at? So when you look at how he brought the Edomites and called them the border of wickedness, let's cement this point in the Apocrypha. Azariah, he was around when the Edomites had put the Israelites into slavery once before. You see, so this not a new thing. The Edomites been put the Israelites in the slavery when they came and took over the city of David and took his wives and sons and the men into captivity and burnt the city up. That was one time they took them in captivity. Then they came and took them in captivity again. But let's get that in Azariah. I think it's the prayer of Azariah. How he described these Edomites, or the wicked, or this cruel messenger that the Most High sent to punish the sinners of his people. Because he told them if they don't keep the commandments, he gonna send a cruel messenger against them. Now, Salakia, bear with me. Let me go to my table of contents and get this book. Okay. I guess it's let's see, 136. Okay. I might not even have it in my book. Because it talks about these. Let's go to it on here and I'll end it on that. See, this is the cruel messenger that he sent against the children of Israel. Let me get it on my Bible. Operation. Let's see here. The prayer of Azariah. 9 or 8. There it is. He said, let me get verse 8. Wherefore all that you has brought upon us and everything that you have done unto us, thou hast done in true judgment. See, every man's judgment come from the Lord. Verse 9, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of a lawless enemy, Salakia. Lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, and unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. You see, the most wicked in all the world. The Most High brought this cruel messenger to the Israelites to punish them from being sinners. Same thing with individuals that the Lord placed judgment upon them. He grabbed one of the spirits that was created for vengeance and to place his wrath upon them. He used these spirits to get that individual that's want to be wicked. He bring another wicked person to come punish they behind. You see? So that's how you understand the Most High. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.